are doing, they being destroyed, Minister Chantella, because their vision is blurred. Wow. And so when a good friend comes, you don't know how to accept it because your vision is blurred. And so when God say you're the apple of my eye, that means I protect it so you can see. So David, you are the apple of my eye because the lineage of Jesus Christ got to come through the seed of David. And so I had to protect that seed. That's why I say David is the apple of my eye. And so you got to see clearly. Say see clearly. Now listen to this. God needed to protect David because of vision. Say vision. You got to see. Say I got to see. Yeah. Now another version of this. Listen. He threw the Message Bible. Put it like this. He said he threw his arms around me. It's the same thing in the King James, but the Message Bible say he threw his arms. Now when the arms, that means I got you. I'm covering you. I'm protecting you. That's why he said he threw his arms around me. It's not like God throwing his arms around me. It's better than a quilt when God's arms is around me. And so when you understand the definition of God's love, when that person put their arm around you, you say, no, that's not it. Because you've been in the presence of God. And you know how it feels, real love feels. Because God showed you real love. So he said, I put my arm around you. Listen to this. My arm is... 1 Samuel chapter 18. It says this in 1 Samuel chapter 18. Yes, ma'am. And it came to pass, come on, keep reading, when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul, that the soul of Jonathan was knit with the soul of David, and Jonathan loved him as his own soul. I think we need to read that again.
I love that.
Because when we talk about love, their souls was knit together. Amen? Amen. Let's read again. And it came to pass when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul, that the soul of Jonathan was knit with the soul of David, and Jonathan loved him as his own soul. Now, they wasn't gay or anything. They actually loved one another. And so we can actually love somebody of the opposite sex with nothing funny going on. Amen. Amen. And so God is saying that when you love someone, it's knit together. Say it's knit together. Amen. And so God is saying, if I'm going to love you, you got to make sure that it's knit together. What happened in love, the stitching is not right. And so the stitching is weak. And so it's not knit together. And so when trials and tribulation come, it's no good. It's no good. And so you got to make sure it's knit together. Say, make sure it's knit together. Amen. And so he's talking about Jonathan and David. And we know that David was Saul's armor bearer. We knew that David is the one that played the harp and drove the demonic spirit out from Saul. We know that Saul was trying to kill him 3 to 4 times. But now we see that Saul's son, which is Jonathan, developed a relationship with him. And so they began to spend time with one another. They began to talk to one another. They began to fellowship with one another. And all of a sudden, through the course of time, their soul became knit together. And so when we're talking about love, you got to spend time for that kind of relationship. When you say, I love you as I love my own soul.
Let's talk about it.
And so love will make you protect one another. Let's go to 1 Samuel 19. 1 through 4. Now, let's read. And Saul spake to what?
Jonathan,
his son, to all his servants, that they should what? They should kill David. And keep reading.
Jonathan, Saul's son, delighted much in David, and Jonathan told David, saying, Saul my father seeketh to kill thee. Now therefore I pray thee, take heed to thyself until the morning, and abide in secret place and hide thyself.
Say abide in the secret place.
Abide in the secret place.
We run from the secret place. He said abide in the secret place. Because to deal with my father, David, you got to get in the secret place. You got to pray. Because my father is coming after you. And so when things coming against you, you got to abide in the secret place. Stop running from the secret place, but abide in the secret place. Amen. Say we got to be in that secret place. When you need to get healed from a broken relationship, you need to abide in the secret place. When somebody lied on you, you need to get into the secret place. When somebody betrayed your trust, you got to get in the secret place. But don't run from the secret place. He said, my father's coming to get you. I need you to get in the secret place and hide thyself. That means fall in love with God. In the secret place. When's the last time you just hid yourself in God? When's the last time you didn't know what time it was when you spent time with God? When's the last time you started crying and you couldn't stop crying? You was in that kind of place. Love can drive you into the secret place. You hurt because you thought they loved you. You hurt because you thought they was going to be there for you. You hurt because you thought your parents going to do something for you. It would drive you to the secret place. Am I right, church? To deal with being destroyed and being hurt, you got to be in a secret place. Let's read verse 3. And I will go out and what?
Inside my father in the field without our heart, and I will do what my father will be. And what I see, that I will tell you.
Stop right there. Love will tell you the truth. Don't tell me you my friend and you can't tell me the truth. He said, what I see, that I will tell thee. I'm going to tell you the truth. If you want people to always tell you what you want to hear, that's not love. And if I'm your friend or if I'm your spouse, you should be able to accept the truth. He said, what I see, I will tell thee. That's a true friend right there. A true friend don't sugarcoat nothing. A true friend will tell you, you wrong for that. You need to do better. And they don't hide nothing. They tell you the truth. In your marriage, in your relationship, you want your spouse to tell you the truth. Am I right, First Lady?
Yes, sir.
Amen. Let's continue to verse 4. And Jonathan spake what?
Good David unto Saul's father.
Now stop right there. He spake good unto him. He's like, this my friend is a good guy. He's real good. And so when we're talking about love speak kind of one another. Love edify one another. Love build up one another. Stop saying you love people, but you expose them. Stop saying you love people and you don't find words to encourage them. Don't say you love me when you don't tell me the truth. Say, I need the truth. He said, Jonathan spake good of David. Keep reading, church. You sound good.
Unto his soul's father, and said unto him, let not the king sin against his servant, against David, because he had not sinned against thee, and because his works have been to thee were very good.
It was very good. Someone say very good.
Very good.
Love will make you make a sacrifice. It's about sacrifice. Say it's about sacrifice. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 20, verse 3 and 4. Let's read that. And David what?
Swear moreover, and said, thy father's servant thee knoweth, that I have grace in thy eyes. And he said, let not Jonathan know this, lest he be grieved, but truly as the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, there is but a step between me and death.
Then said what, Jonathan?
Unto David, whatsoever thy soul desired, I will even do it for thee.
Y'all read verse 4 again.
Then said Jonathan unto David, whatsoever thy soul desired, I will even do it for thee.
Now, in marriage, in relationship, it's a sacrifice. He said, whatever you want, I'm going to do it for you. When people don't want to do something for you, you need to run. It's a sacrifice. He said, I would do it for you. Say, God, do it.
God, do it.
Give God a hand praise.
Amen.
Now, love is a covenant. Say covenant. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 20, verse 13 and 18. Just walking through the life of Jonathan and David. Can I do that this morning? Amen. Let's read verse 13.
The Lord was so and much more to Jonathan, but if it pleased my father
To do the evil. Let's everybody read. We are in 1 Samuel chapter 20, verse 13 through 18. Let's do it in concert all together. The Lord do
so much more to Jonathan, but if it pleased my father to do thee evil, then I will show thee and send thee away, that thou mayest go in peace, and the Lord be with thee, as he hath given my father. And thou shalt not only forget, I will show thee the kindness of the Lord, that I die not. But also thou shalt not cut off thy kindness from my house forever. No, now the Lord hath cut off the enemies of David, everyone from the face of the earth.
verse 16.
So Jonathan made a covenant with the house of David.
So he made a covenant.
Yes.
And so love brings a covenant, a binding agreement between two people. Amen. It's a covenant. And so love is a covenant. We are in relationships that don't have no covenant. And that's why it don't last. That's why it's up and down. Because there is no substance there. There's a covenant. Say it's a covenant. It's a binding agreement between two people. Am I right, church? Let's keep reading. Verse 16 again. So Jonathan made a covenant with the house of David, saying, let the Lord even require it
At the hand of David's enemies. And Jonathan caused David to swear again, because he loved him. For he loved him as he loved his own soul. Then Jonathan said to David, tomorrow is the new moon, and thou shalt be missed, because thy seed will be in.
Stop right there. And when people say, I don't miss you, I haven't thought about you in a long time. There's a problem with that, because when you love someone, you will miss that person. I haven't heard from you in weeks. There's a problem with that. Because if you love me, shouldn't you miss me? He said you would be missed, and where we used to talk at and where we used to spend time at, that seat would be empty. There's an emptiness on the inside when you love someone and they're not around. Amen? Amen. Give God a hand praise. Also, love will cause you to make a stand against your family. Let me support this with a foundation here. Let's go to Matthew chapter 12. Matthew chapter 12, verse 46 through 50. Amen. While he yet what? So this is the story of Jesus. Jesus has been real busy right through here. And you know Jesus had a family, right? All right, let's keep reading. While he yet talked to the people, behold his what?
Then one said to him, behold, thy mother and brothers stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto him, they told him,
who is my mother and who is my brother? And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciple and said, behold what?
my mother and my brethren, for whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.
And so love will cause you to make a stand against your family. They may be your bloodline, but they wrong. And you got to be okay to tell family folks you're wrong. Because love will tell you that you're wrong. And so sometimes in life, as men and women of God, we got to take a stand for righteousness. The Bible speaks about righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people. And so God is saying you got to stand for righteousness even in your family. And so love will cause you to make a stand against your family. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 20, verse 30.